I'm trying to get on Hollywood Live right now to do a quick little interview. Give me 1 minute. Okay, set the request. I am not very savvy with this stuff. Na, 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 na. 1 minute. Is it right here? Oh, there we go. Waiting for Hollywood Life.
Hi, Nick.
Hold on, let me switch this
I know.
around.
I'm like, we're staring at your lovely pool. Hey, how are you? Wait, look, I'm at my parents' house.
Oh
Look
my
what I
God.
just found.
Wow,
It's
super
like, do you even know
cool.
what this is?
Yeah, totally.
It's a CD. I mean, when was the last time we saw one of
Oh,
those?
I know, I know. It's good to see
How?
you.
It's so good to see you too. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just right now in Vegas doing the whole quarantining thing.
Yeah.
And but everything is really good. I've just been taking care of the kids and raising the family, doing that whole thing.
Yes. Congrats on being a girl dad. What has that been like having a girl versus having a boy?
Um, it's really been so rewarding just because, you know, she is she's just we waited so long for her. Obviously my wife, we had some problems with the first baby that we unfortunately lost. But we waited, and we like to say that she came back to us, and we were. I mean, we didn't know if it necessarily, what it would, if it was going to work, if it was going to happen, but it did, and I'm just so grateful that it did, and just her smile, just the way that she reacts, she always wants to be held. She's just a love bug, and it's definitely different, but the connection between the father and daughter is incredible. I'm very very happy to have it.
Overprotective, are we?
Yeah.
So much has happened, I feel like, in the last 2 days with the Backstreet Boys.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, you guys are being forced to cancel the DNA tour. So disappointed. But you are looking at 2021 as a reschedule. So can you kind of talk a little bit about that?
The 2021, obviously, we're we're more concerned about people's safety and everyone's health out there. That is first and foremost, and the way I see it is that when things get back to normal, we're entertainers, and we will be there for people when they want to have that moment to get away, and to kind of Backstreet Boys is what we represent is just feel good music, and that moment to kind of like to just get away a little bit. And yeah, it's where we look forward to the moment that we can actually entertain our fans again. And but right now, we know that everyone, that like health is more important than anything, and it's important to be home. So I like to say this is sort of a it's a little bit of a silver lining, because my daughter is 7 months, and my son, he just turned 4, so I do get an opportunity to sort of just be normal again, and live, just live a normal life, and that's okay with me, and so I get to be there, and like right now, I would have been over in New Zealand and in Australia on tour right around this time, and I definitely would have been away from my family, and I've been away from my kids. So again, I'm you know will be there.
Yes, there you go.
I'm like, really?
That's
Does it
okay. That's
does it
okay.
pause? I'm so not used to this Instagram live stuff. So, but it is what it
It's working from home
is.
vibes.
I
Okay, so the
know.
tour is postponed till 2021. What about new music though? Do you think, like, are you guys talking about being able to record apart and maybe make some new music? And are you guys working on writing right now?
We are. there's some conversations and talks about some really interesting things that we would like to do this maybe towards the end of the year.
Oh.
I don't want to kind of give away too much, but it leans on the side of like the holiday spirit. I'll just say
Oh,
that.
okay.
Uh, and there's talks, but we as recording artists, we have to find a way, and entertainers right now, that things are on hold. We have to find a way to get creative and do things that, because we can't get into the studio. I mean, it takes all five of us to be together to record, and so we're having conversations and talking about different things that we're going to do when it comes to music right now. We were right in the middle of a tour, and obviously that got put on hold. But we're trying to come up with some really interesting things that we could do to kind of, I don't know, just kind of keep it going.
Okay. Now you've stayed in Vegas, so does
Hmm.
that mean a potential part two of a residency for you guys? There's always been talk about you guys and NSYNC maybe doing something together too. So any updates?
The Well, living in Vegas is, I mean, obviously, I fell in love with Vegas because we had done the residency for 2 years, and it was very successful, and we're very grateful for that. I think we had over 100 shows that we had done. We were one of the fastest selling artists ever in Vegas, alongside with Britney and everyone else, like Celine and all those people. So coming back would be definitely, I think, really cool, and something to do. But we were right in the middle of a world tour, and it was a really great tour. It is a really great tour. DNA, it's big show. Like Backstreet Boys and on top, and just like the biggest like production, and all these different things, and people were really enjoying it. We were getting ready to do our second run, and so after that, definitely, it would be really cool to come back to Vegas. I'm very good friends with all the guys from NSYNC. I owe Chris Kirkpatrick a call back. Sorry, homie. I will call you back. I've just been so busy with the kids, like waking up at 5 in the morning. My daughter Saoirse wakes up like around like 6 o'clock, and it's literally like juggling two kids at the same time, no school and all these things going on. So it's a lot, but I owe you a call back, buddy. And yeah, no, it would be cool to do some stuff together with the guys from NSYNC, and just we had done something in the past with the New Kids on the Block, the
Mm-hmm.
NKOT BSB tour. That was a lot of fun. A lot of the fans loved that experience. So when we come out of this entire thing, um, hopefully there will be people who will be eager and really wanting to get back out again, and to listen to live music, and to watch shows, and to be entertained.
Okay, so are you still guys? You guys are still open to discussions about doing something together? Because as a mid-30s teeny bopper myself, I think that's what the fans would love to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's the cool thing about this industry, is that you can, we had done something with Florida Georgia Line, great friends of ours, and because we had done that, and New Kids on the Block, and all these different artists, you give the fans such as yourself, something unique and different that you never thought would ever happen, and then when those worlds collide. So yeah, absolutely. I think it would be really, really cool to collaborate with other artists.
What would that look like for you?
As far as
Like if you and
particular,
NSYNC like did something together, what does that look like for you? Like a one-time song, like a performance, one night only concert?
well, I think you got to start, maybe it's a song. Um, I had this idea recently that I was thinking about, which I might talk to the guys about as well. About maybe, because I've been doing a lot of philanthropic things lately, um, and just finding ways to give back. While we're sort of, in everyone's in quarantine, and using technology to just help people, and stuff like that. And I thought it'd be really cool to maybe do like almost like a "We Are the World" kind of
Mm.
song, and find a specific charity, something that could really help, people right now in time of need. We have all the first responders and all the nurses and doctors who are out there risking their lives on a daily basis. People like them, and just finding ways, like trying to create new content, and maybe that would be a way to kind of bring in like groups such as this NSYNC, or all the other boy bands or other artists, but maybe kind of come up with something that, because I believe that towards the end of the year, people are really gonna hopefully want to come together and
Mm-hmm.
and help each other and lift each other's spirits up, and maybe that will come along with something to do with the holidays. We'll see. But like
Well,
stuff like that. I mean, I'm just
yeah.
riffing right now, riffing. Yeah.
On behalf of fans everywhere, I will say I would pay top dollar to see you guys all perform together. And I think
Thank
I
you.
speak on behalf of almost every fan. Like my friends who I said, "Oh, I'm talking to Nick Carter today." They're like, "Oh my God, that was my first concert." I remember going in
Thank
seventh
you.
grade with my girlfriends and making the shirts. I mean, you guys are legendary.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
you guys came up around the same time as the Britneys, the Christinas. Do you still talk to Britney, Christina? When was the last time you checked in with them?
Never really spoke. I think we ran into like Brittany a couple of times, at photo shoots and things like that. And Christina, the they're incredible. Like huge fans of theirs. I think AJ had gone to when Brittany was in Vegas. He went to her show and got pulled on stage, and but we all share a very the music community. It's a nice it's a small world, and we're all respectful towards each other, and they come from our era. That's
Right.
so the boy bands, the late 90s, early 2000s, and so we're super fans of theirs.
You guys all share that common bond, that's for sure. And I do want to talk a little bit about your philanthropy work. You recently teamed up with Voss and
Hmm.
donated to the frontline heroes at Mount Sinai Brooklyn Hospital.
Hmm.
You also teamed up with Happy Family Organics, the baby
Hmm.
food brand, to donate 10,000 products to Shade Tree and Three Square in Las Vegas. Why
Hmm.
don't you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, again, those are like the ways that you have to find just unique ways to give back, when really what I would love to do, and you know have done when we have free time, is I'll go visit hospitals with the guys. We'll go hand out food to people. Just being there is and showing them that you actually care by going and doing these things, is something that is important, but we can't right now. So you're using technology, and you're using you know your platform, so to speak, to find ways to give back. And Voss and I, we came up with this way to, because I was like, and I had just previously done something with the Ryan Seacrest Foundation for the hospitals, and me and AJ and myself and Brian, we did sort of a hospital visit to the kids and the nurses there, and yeah, you just gotta be able to, find interesting ways to give back. And Voss decided, along with me, and that maybe we could deliver some water to Mount Mount Sinai's hospital, and that was, and all the nurses and doctors were extremely appreciative, and they were really happy, just to be thought of. I think
Right.
it is important, because people are really, they're going through it right now, and especially the frontline heroes. So, anyways, it's that was just one of the things, and I found myself, I'll wake up every single day, and I'll look at my daughter, and I look at my son, and just know, and just be thankful to God, and be grateful that that they're healthy and happy. And I went on GoFundMe, which this was not a part of, this was something else I just did recently, and because I'll do that every now and then, to try to see if there's something I could do to give back, or maybe find a way to help raise awareness of maybe a cause, or something like that. And I found a girl who was in the Philippines, and who really needed a heart surgery, and obviously when the whole COVID stuff was going on, it kind of push things back for her, and they had a certain goal that they wanted, financially, in order to be able to pay for this heart surgery, that she was going to fly from the Philippines to America, to get this procedure done. And so I just decided to just, raise awareness, and I donated some money to it. And they were able to go past their goal.
Wow.
And I got an email from the gentleman, who was one of the missionary people, who was actually went over there, and he had done all these things. And it's just things like that, and that just showing appreciation, and trying to find a way to every day when you wake up to just give back, and know that there are people out there. So things like that, I find myself doing. And now that I have some time and I'm not always on stage and constantly going, I'm definitely doing more.
Good. And Father's Day plans is coming up a couple weeks away. So how are you guys going to celebrate?
Um, so I know it's a couple weeks away. It's crazy to think, that I'm a father of two children, and it's this simple. I don't really want much. I just really, all I want is to just be able to, again, play with my kids. See my daughter walk around, on the carpet and crawling, and seeing her, finally walk. Just seeing a smile on my kids' faces, and just spend a good day with my kids, because that's what it's all about. It's about being a father, and yeah, well, you could say, oh, you want to sleep in, or, well, I don't really like sleeping in. I find myself getting up at 5 o'clock every day, and I can't stop it. So yeah, it's things like that. Like, a normal, beautiful day, good meals, seeing my children happy. That makes me a happy father.
Okay. Well, now that you guys do have this extra time, you think that 2021 could be a new album year for the Backstreet Boys? Are you guys like on Zoom calls writing constantly right now?
Yeah, it's we are doing Zoom calls. We are coming up with some really interesting things that haven't been announced yet, that we're going to be able to do on our time off, now. And like I said, I think once things lighten up a little bit more, maybe we'll be able to get back in the studio. If not, then maybe we have to do a Zoom recording session. But really, we are touring our last album that we put out, DNA, and that's really on the agenda. I mean, we still had, I think it was like 2 or 3 or 4 more countries that we were going to perform for on the second end of the run. And so maybe in 2021 we'll think about some new music. But I think, maybe something will be coming, like I said, this holiday season.
Cool. Well, Nick, thank you so much. Are you still dancing? I mean, I know we know each other very well from our Dancing with the Stars days. You still dancing?
Yeah. Um, well, yeah, that's the only way I could stay in shape, is by doing my boy band moves in my garage.
Is that how you're staying in shape during quarantine?
Yeah, no, I'm taking walks around the neighborhood, pushing baby carriages, and swimming in the pool with my son and my daughter. And yeah, I'm putting on a teeny bit of weight, but that's because I'm a little bit more sedentary than I normally am.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'll be in shape when tour starts up again.
And extra diaper duty because of quarantine?
Absolutely. Yeah, diaper duty, bottle duty, feeding the baby duty, walking the baby duty, everything. I am 100% in when it comes to my children. So
Good. Lauren does not let you miss a beat, I'm sure.
no, no, not at all.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for doing all that charity work. And I think on behalf of fans everywhere, we really look forward to seeing you on the road, hopefully in Vegas, and that new album dropping. I've seen your tour. It's amazing. I can't wait to be back. So stay safe
Oh,
and
thank you.
healthy.
You too. Stay safe and healthy, and best wishes to you and your family.
Likewise. And if you could make sure you save the video because your fans are going to want to see it later, we'd really appreciate it.
Absolutely. All
Thanks, Nick.
right.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.